Okay. Um, there is talk that the new Supreme Court Justice, assuming it is Amy Coney Barrett, Roe versus Wade will be overturned. Now, first and foremost, in order for Roe versus Wade to be overturned, you would have to have someone sue on the grounds that Roe v. Wade violates the Constitution itself. And the Supreme Court would have to revisit the original case and decide that the baby is an American citizen and Roe v. Wade infringes that baby's right to live. Most likely, what would happen is a case would be decided by the court in 5 or 10 years, and in 5 or 10 years, Thomas may be gone, Breyer may be gone, okay, Roberts may be gone. So what will happen is, most likely, it will be restored to the states, because the 10th Amendment says any issue not discussed in the Constitution shall be decided by the states. Where is abortion in the Constitution? Nowhere. Therefore, abortion should have been decided by the states. That's legal grounds. The moral grounds, there should be a constitutional amendment to the Constitution to ban abortion. Now, Norma McCorvey was a 21-year-old woman in Texas who was impregnated. She was confused, and someone talked her into having an abortion. Texas law said you can only have an abortion if your life is in danger or if you're raped. She lied about being raped. They called her bluff. They would not give her the abortion, and she was coerced into a lawsuit. She had almost nothing to do with the lawsuit, but she was coerced into it. She assumed the name Roe for the lawsuit. And the Supreme Court decided that the 14th Amendment gave you privacy, that gave you privacy with the doctor, and that gave you the right to an abortion up to, I think, the 4th month of pregnancy. The two dissenting justices, Justice Rehnquist, who had not yet ascended to the Chief Justice position, was among them, and they both decided in their dissent where is the constitutional footing. In order for the Supreme Court to make a ruling, they have to find some constitutional grounds. Where is it? It's nowhere. The law was made up. There are people that believe abortion is in the Constitution, which it is not. My question to you is, how much is too much? Okay, now, Roe herself, the Norma McCorvey, had the baby because the abortion was on hold, gave the baby up for adoption, and became a lesbian, and had a very, very deeply committed long-term relationship with a woman, and decided that it was wrong for this to happen, and she wanted it undone. She wasn't an abortion nutcase. She was just coerced into it, pressured. And to be honest, most women are pressured. Planned Parenthood pressures women. Abby Johnson admitted it. And she admitted to pressure women herself. Now, when do we say enough is enough with something? Because if you look at the abortion supporters today, they want no restrictions, okay? They want abortionists to be performing abortions without hospital privileges. They want abortionists to be performing abortions if their license expired. I think it was Louisiana law says in order for you to do an abortion, you have to have admissions at a hospital, and Planned Parenthood contested that. The law also said you have to use sterilized equipment, and Planned Parenthood contested that. Okay? So, they want no limits, period. They don't care if the abortion has a license expired or not. They don't care if the abortion is taking place in a hospital or the abortion clinic. They don't care if the instruments are sterilized or not. They don't care if the girl is underage. They don't care if the girl was raped by her stepfather and the stepfather sent off for the abortion. That happened a couple times. Okay? They don't care how late the term is, 8 months, 9 months, okay? In fact, the president just signed an executive order a couple of days ago which says if the baby is alive, it's illegal to kill the baby. Think about that for a minute. If the baby is in this world breathing, it's illegal for you to kill the baby. And there are 5 states where that, at least 5 states, where that was legal up until 2 days ago. Now that means that if a woman has the baby, the doctor can say, "You want the baby?" "Nah, I don't want the baby." And they throw the baby in the garbage alive. Or if a woman is 9 months pregnant, has an abortion, and the baby comes out alive, which does happen a lot, throw the baby in formaldehyde. Okay? I've heard abortionists who've seen the light at the end of the tunnel admit that they have decapitated babies. One woman admitted that she held a giant fucking screw at a 45-degree angle, and the abortionist pulled the baby headfirst onto the screw. They've done saline, which is where they induce a chemical into the womb and boil the baby alive. If that doesn't work, they strangle the baby with the umbilical cord. At what point do we say we've gone too far? At what point do we say you shouldn't be throwing babies in the garbage when they're born? At what point do we say you shouldn't be pulling a baby out of the womb head first and forcing the baby onto a screw? At what point do we say it's wrong to wrap an umbilical cord around a baby's throat and strangle the baby to death? At what point do we say it's wrong to put a drill into the baby and drill the brains out? At what point do we say it's wrong to inject poison into the baby's brain? Okay? At what point do we get where we say, you know what, that's gone too far? Now, how about the numbers? How about the numbers? We believe that American abortion since 1972, which doesn't count before that, legal American abortion 1972 through present, has killed 60 million people. That is 10 million people more than died in World War II. If you combine all World War II casualties, combat, civilian, collateral damage, the Holocaust killed 11 million people. So 11 million for Holocaust, 60 million for abortion. Stalin killed 20 million of his own people. Mao Zedong killed 100 million people. So abortion, American abortion, post-1972, is the second biggest cause of death in human history, surpassed only by Mao Zedong. Excluding disease, excluding natural causes. So human death, human murder, okay? Death caused by murder, okay? So death caused by murder, you have 60 million abortions, 100 million Chinese, okay? And if you go abortion 10, 12 more years, by the time a case is decided by the High Court in 10, 12 years, abortion will have surpassed Mao Zedong. At what point do we say enough is enough? At what point do we say, you know what, 4 months? You know what, 18 years old for the mother. You know what, do it in the hospital. You know what, sterilize the equipment. At what point do we put a line somewhere? They are concerned that Amy Coney Barrett will somehow rule against abortion. Okay, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby said, you can have abortion, but we're not going to pay for it. The Supreme Court ruled Hobby Lobby was correct, and the far left said publicly that the Supreme Court has taken away women's health care. Okay, at what point do we draw the line? Okay, women wanted to prove that they were equal to men. Okay, 60 million dead people. 60 million. Have they made their point yet? I've seen on Instagram. This is going to be on Instagram and YouTube. I've seen on Instagram women, young women, okay, college age women who are pro-abortion. I've seen them called whores. I've seen them called cunts. I've seen them threatened with rape. I've seen them told what body part to suck on. I've seen them get suicide requests. One young lady got 3 suicide requests in 5 minutes. Another young lady shared tonight that she was getting called a whore and a cunt. This is a college student who was in church every Sunday. So not only are we killing 60 million people to prove a point, we're also calling people that think it's wrong whores and cunts. So if you object to killing people, you are a whore or a cunt. Okay? So not only are we killing people, we're questioning people that say it's wrong. No. It's not wrong. I'll do what the fuck I want. Okay? Would it be so bad if the Supreme Court said every state makes their own law? Would it be so bad if the Supreme Court said you can't go past 4 months? Would that be so bad? Or would it be so bad if the Constitution was amended to say abortion only for rape, incest, or life of the mother? Because everyone's like, you're going to force a rape victim to carry a baby for 9 months? Okay. We'll leave abortion legal for rape, incest, life of the mother. That way the rape victims are protected. All abortion is banned. Okay? Would any restriction be bad? When do you draw the line? When do you say enough is enough? Okay? Hitler didn't do this. I mean, I've seen things. I've read reports. I've seen testimony. Like, I've even seen pictures, okay? We do things to babies, and my grandfather liberated a concentration camp. We do things to babies that are worse than anything Hitler did. Worse. Okay? Hitler drew the line. Abortion didn't. Think about that for a minute.